Benjamin Betts. It's all about the Benjamin Betts, baby. You know what's up? Yes, Benjamin Betts, baby.
All right. Thank you, Mace, for bringing us in there with our song. I'm here with Jared. I'm here with JD, a.k.a. Twigs, a.k.a. you got a 5%er to make it into the fantasy football playoffs.
Oh, I need a miracle. Although I did hit my big waiver wire pickup that I'm hoping goes bananas. Man. And I need, let's just say I will be picking Baltimore money line today because I need points coming out of Baltimore.
I'll take the over for you too. Well, welcome to Benjamin Bets, the show where we bet $100 every week. Sports bets.
Sometimes more.
Sometimes if we're feeling wily or if it's Thanksgiving, we're not doing that again. But our winnings go to charity. Jared and my friend Jared and I, we making it rain sometimes. Can I give you an update real quick? Last week, not a great week.
No, I feel like we ate too much turkey and we were feeling sluggish.
Yeah, we went 2-4. Although we started off hot, and if the Commanders had not tied that game, we would have been 3-0 going into the afternoon slot. But man, the title of last week's episode, the double take. I should have done a triple take because the Charger line and the Kansas City line, which I thought were like, what? Yeah, they both lost in that.
They were traps. They ended up being traps.
There's a trap.
It's just crazy. Like Burrow I know he hasn't been in his third year in the league, but he hits the middle to end of the season. They just start winning.
Yeah.
They just start winning.
Yeah. Well, and there were some, and again, I feel like we do this every week, but they were up 20. Kansas City was up 24-17. They were playing well. They just had to win that game by a field goal. And that was in late third, early fourth quarter. So I feel like that got away from us. And then the Chargers had, I think, like 2 turnovers, maybe a turnover on downs. I think your boy Eckler had a turnover, maybe.
No.
So, that kind of got away from us. And then Monday night, just defense, and then Brady decides to score in the last 3 minutes. Not quite enough to get us to 40 points. So
didn't get us over the hump. Where was your boy Olave? Where was he, Corey? Where were his 2 or 3
They were
touchdowns?
throwing to him. They were throwing, just not enough. Our record, Jared, 45-36. Okay. That sits us at 56%.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough yet.
No, I actually heard they gave our room to Mike at Caesars.
Not if he's been betting on the Titans. They have.
Not if he's been Titans or the Spurs. But we have time, Jared. We have time to turn this around. We got 4 weeks left. We can do this. I believe.
I like it.
The mortgage, though, did hit.
Oh, yeah?
Rocket Mortgage. You know Rocket Mortgage is the sponsor of the Cleveland Cavaliers Stadium. The Rocket Mortgage. Yeah, I'm calling them. It's time. They can throw us a little love for this segment.
And they got money. The Cavs, they look good.
Yeah.
That's a good deal for them right now.
It is. They're looking really good. I'm on a 4-game winning streak here with the mortgage bet. So we're
what's your record?
8-5.
Oh,
62%.
Yes.
So you might be paying a second mortgage soon.
Let's go. We're going to get your vacation house covered too.
Get that vacation mortgage. Your main mortgage. Your other family's mortgage. It still shocks me. And you have 3 kids and a wife and a dog and some cats. I have 1 baby and 2 dogs and a wife. How do these people have second families and nobody knows? How do they do that? That's insane.
I think both families have to be like kind of in the mindset of, like it's like the hard to get situation. Like they don't see him enough. So when they finally get attention from him, they're like, he's just the best. Like it's just the best. Like he's just busy and they believe that he works really hard. But I'm like, I don't know why anybody would be interested in having 2 families.
I have no idea. I mean, you clearly have to have a traveling job in order to justify it, but then you really don't travel. You just go across town or something, or you can't be in the same town. That would be too obvious.
Yes.
I don't know.
Join our other podcast where we figure out ways to do bad things, the logistics of evil. So check out. That's a good name.
How to do bad things, the logistics of evil. Oh,
there you go.
All right, guys.
Because I know you've always wanted to get away with a murder. That's been one of your life goals.
And I will describe to you ways that I know I could do it. Wow. Okay, new pod next week.
New pod.
Until then, we're gonna dive in to week 14 of the NFL season. You want me to lead? Or are you gonna lead?
Yeah, you lead. I appreciate you. I don't have a whole lot of energy right now. I appreciated you leading off the episode. You kick us off.
I got you. This is a test, Jared. What are our 2 rules that we have developed over the season of Benjamin
One
bets?
is no matter what, take the under in Denver. No matter what. I'm sure that has won our listeners more money than any other bet.
What's the other? That's true. That's the first rule. What's the second rule?
Over in Detroit.
Over in Detroit. Minnesota at Detroit. 52.5 points. Yes, please. Is that a first half score? I'm taking it. I'm putting a lot on it. So give me that 52.5. You got everyone's in this game. I don't think anybody's hurt for either team, and yet there is not a defender in sight for anybody. TJ Hawkinson's going back to Detroit for all his memories he's had there. He wants a touchdown or two. I see touchdowns everywhere here. So that's my first one. Over 52.5 points in Detroit, indoors, track meet.
I love it.
Call it, man. It's happening.
Call it.
Yep.
Lots of Feelin.
Feelin all day. And no Jamal Williams. There will be a fantasy thread throughout this episode, I'm assuming.
There will, because we're coming down to this our last week.
No, actually, I take it back. No TJ Hawkinson. I think.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know why you're on the TJ Hawkinson
He may sprain
train.
his ankle. He might sprain his ankle. But the backup tight end for Minnesota will do great, whoever he is.
Again, if you're our listener, this may be the one episode you really don't want to listen to our advice on, because these are heavily biased picks. I said it coming in. I don't even want the points plus 2.5. I picked up the backup to Lamar, Mr. Hundley, and we're talking points. I need it, even though it was a very ugly game in Denver last week for Baltimore. Money line Ravens. I don't need no points. Money line Ravens. Lots of Hundley. Lots of Andrews. I know it's at Pittsburgh, and it might probably make a lot of more sense to take the under here. That's the easy pick. Is what I'm telling you. Give me money line Baltimore at Pittsburgh.
Huntley played really well last year.
He did.
I'm serious. Even if I wasn't rooting for you in fantasy just because of the chaos of it, I would have said, "Oh shoot, we're getting 2.5 points here." I'm picking it. I like it. Weather. Maybe it doesn't matter. Weather on Sunday in Pittsburgh, raining, 60% chance of rain. It'll be a little cold. No snow though, so they can throw the ball. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but that's easy. When it's muckety, you're not bombing it down the field. Who do you want? That comfortable tight end that's so dependable over the middle for maybe 15 receptions for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns. I don't think that's asking too much.
I don't think that is. I think he's had a game like that before. I think Andrews could do that for you. All right.
That's all you want.
So money line,
a wide receiver on the Baltimore Ravens. You can't.
You don't exist. This the tight end does. All right. Money line Ravens. I like it. Getting plus 124 there. Okay. Should I go? The second rule kind of molds into my third rule, and they counter each other. So I don't know what to do, Jared.
So it's when you have the Chiefs
take the
over,
Chiefs,
or when
the Chiefs at Denver. It's at 43.5 though. Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos haven't scored 43.5 points when you combine the last 5 weeks together.
We've talked. You've told me about the pools, or no, the restrooms bet. Have you? We were talking about this the other week. It's will Russell Wilson have more touchdowns than he has restrooms in his mansion in Denver?
Yeah, they had 12. I think.
No.
Yeah, they have 12. No. Okay. So throw out some fake scores. I'll start.
This game ends 27-7.
Okay.
Kansas City.
I was even thinking like 30-10 Kansas City. That still gets us there.
Yeah. Denver will not score more than 10 points. So the question is, will Kansas City score more than 33 points?
Okay. I'm going to take it. We're taking the over. I know this should be a
You're
no-brainer.
taking the over?
I'm sorry, under. Under. I said under. Sorry, under. I'm taking the under, but I'm a little scared. But I'm taking the under.
Don't be scared. Russell Wilson will fail you no matter what.
Okay.
In a good way.
What I'm hoping is Kansas City gets up 14-0, and then Denver has to do this thing where they're like going for it on fourth down and just fail miserably, because I just think that's, I don't know.
If I'm any coach in the NFL and my team scores more than 10 points playing the Broncos, I'm benching my starting quarterback because I know I don't need any more points.
That's true.
Like, it's asinine. You might as well have 80.
Chad Henne.
Like sit him down, get your backup some reps against a good defense.
Yeah.
But you could put the little giants out there against this Broncos offense, and you'd be just fine.
And you'd be fine.
Just fine.
All right. Okay. Under 43.5.
Yeah. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Hi, I'm Hank. You might remember me from a show called King of the Hill. Check out a King of the Hill rewatch podcast. These boys ain't right, but they are funny. Find the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com. I tell you what.
Yeah. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Kansas City at Denver. 3:00 game. Okay.
I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, where did my other sad little pick go? I'm trying to remember where I had it at. Oh, yes. Mammy.
Oh, Mammy. Who is Mammy playing? Where's
They're playing the Chargers.
Oh, yeah, there they are. Okay.
It's going to be beautiful down there in LA. Beautiful, nice, warm weather. Miami knows how to do it. They've been off the rails. Corey, this is going to be a shootout.
Oh.
It's going to be a shootout.
Okay.
Points. And that puts me in a really awkward position because I don't need a lot of points from Miami for fantasy. But we do need a lot of points coming out of my boy Eckler down in the Chargers.
One wide receiver.
I just think that this screams points. The Miami's Dolphins defense is not that great. Their offense is.
Okay.
I just see over 52.5 happening in this game.
Okay.
One team will easily make it to 35 points.
Okay. One team. I would agree. I think the Chargers need to bounce back, and this is like a must win for them. The Miami, they could hit that 1 seed if things broke right. So it's a must win for them too in some ways. But yeah, the Chargers, like, are you a playoff team or are you not a playoff team? Like, right. I want to know, and this is the time. Okay.
Well, nobody saw coming into this season that the AFC West was going to be one of the worst divisions in football.
Yeah.
And that the NFC was going to have all of these crazy divisions that most of the teams in them could make the playoffs. It's just wild. It's a wild year.
It is really crazy. I think just the way that it's all panned out, which is really cool. But I think it is kind of wild. All right. I think this is going to be the one we lose, but I feel good about it.
It's got to. I think I know where we're going. It has to be. Like, this is a Corey special.
Do you know? I don't think so. I think you're maybe.
You're not taking the Seahawks at home -3.5 against Carolina.
You're
not taking that.
You're maybe a little preemptive here on the pick. I know Philly is rolling. I know.
Oh no!
But something. It was scratching me. It was a little itch. It says like the Giants +6.5. They're going to keep this game close. And I feel like they're going to win. I want money line Giants.
Wow. It's +245. You a dangerous man, Corey Dickman.
I think at home They're coming off a tie. This is a grudge match game. All those NFC East games are. This is the reach. I will do 6.5 if you want to be more comfortable.
Listen, I am
like
in
money
a
line.
phase of life where I've got nothing to lose. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could have said Giants minus 6.5, and I'd say let's bet it,
Let's
baby.
do it. I think that's where we're going. You have to have a certain person lose this week. His name is Tyler.
Yep.
His quarterback is Jalen Hurts.
And the person I'm playing has a very prominent Eagles receiver.
So I think it's going to be a little bit of a mucky game. Giants win 10-9.
Ooh, what's the weather going to be like in New York on Sunday?
Let me look. Let me call my weatherman real quick. Hey, Mike, what's our weather sound?
It's a terrible weather sound.
Hold on. Hold. Santa.
Much better. Much better.
We are looking at
Santa bring us snow in New York.
it's a low of 37 that day with rain.
Yes.
That could turn into ice easily.
Love that.
Easily. Okay. All
Love
right.
that.
So we're going money line Giants. Here we go, baby.
And I'll ask you a very famous question from one of my favorite movies, Cool Runnings. Corey, can lightning run on ice?
No, it can't. I don't know.
No, it can't.
It can't. All right. What's our last one, Jared? Bring us home.
I struggled with this greatly because there's a lot of stupid lines out there.
Yep.
This week. Like you might look at the Dallas Texans game and say, oh yeah, Dallas minus 16.5. Do you know the Dallas outright for that game is minus 1,400?
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
I haven't seen a line like that. Even in some of the Eagles games in a very, very low minus 1,400.
That's crazy.
If you just take that outright. But we always do this, and I need something on Monday night.
Okay.
I need it.
All right.
I need it.
Okay.
I have zero faith in the Cardinals.
Okay.
Zero. Is Kyler Murray even playing?
Wait, let me look. Was he hurt? I thought he played last week.
Maybe he did, but I thought that I had saw something about them debating whether to start him or not.
Oh.
I don't know that it matters. I'm going to take the Patriots here minus 1.5.
Okay.
Just because, minus 108 is a little better than minus 130. I think
I'm showing him in. If that helps or not.
it doesn't. I don't think it really changes my opinion.
Okay.
Give me the Patriots. I think they're a little frustrated after their game as well. Am I off on weeks? They lose last week?
The Patriots did lose Thursday night to the Bills. Yes.
That's right.
Yep.
So I think they're a little frustrated too. I think Kyler Murray is just kind of a punk. I don't think if it matters, they're at home.
Yeah.
I'll take the Patriots minus 1.5.
Okay. Patriots minus 1.5. All right. Okay, that's our lineup. Well, I'll read it back real quick. We got one of our rules. Vikings at Lions over 52.5. We're taking the money line Ravens over the Steelers. Just win the game, Huntley. 3 touchdowns to Andrews.
Win the game.
15 catches, 160 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Beautiful. Beautiful line.
I looked this morning. I'll check one more time. Nope. We are not allowed yet to do player props for that game. We may do a little. We may on the Twitter account, the Rogue Coco at Rogue Coco. There might be a little Baltimore player tease that game. Little parlay. Maybe Huntley 3 touchdowns. Andrews 2. Like we'll get that looking juicy. But anyway,
I love that.
Okay. Then the roll the dice, but I just feel it. Giants money line win.
It's a gut shot pick right there.
At home against the Eagles. Man, Jared. Okay. And then if we are coming out of the first round of games 3-0, oh man, I'll be juiced. Afternoon games, our fourth one. Under, I say it again, under.
It's a rule.
43.5. It's a rule. Kansas City at the Little Giants. The Denver Broncos.
Yes.
And then we're going Sunday Night Football. Mammy, Pitbull.
Mammy.
He's going to L.A. He loves L.A. I know Pitbull loves L.A.
Dale.
Lots of points, Dale. 52.5 is the over. We're going over.
Over,
Probably
baby.
2 touchdowns to Eckler. Maybe a similar line to Andrews. 15 receptions, 160 yards, 3 touchdowns to that wide receiver. And then the Patriots, -1.5 on Monday Night Football. Bill Belichick. This is on the road, but just he can get the win. I believe
He
in
can
him.
get the win. I totally see him getting the win. If he doesn't, I'm going to strangle him in his little cutoff hoodie. Like, that's just how it's going to be.
Come here, Bill. I think he'll scheme it up. Maybe Murray throws 3 interceptions. And,
I love that.
And I'm not
Murray, 3 interceptions. Stevenson out in the first quarter
Oof, yeah.
with a minor ankle sprain that just keeps him out for that game. I'm
There
not
you go.
wishing long-term fate.
Wish long-term
And they
injury.
put in a great backup running back that has 8 touchdowns. It's fine.
There you
It's
go.
great.
No big deal. Jared, if we hit this, $10, do you know what this wins us?
It's going to win us close to $1,000, my friend.
$1,000.
And that is
Oh my
purely because of 2 picks. And that is our money line odds going through the roof on Baltimore and New York.
We're going, baby.
Now let's say just for fun, Corey Dickman, we were to throw a little $10 bet in.
What?
If we extended this to a 7-leg parlay
Yeah.
and took the Texans money line,
Jeez.
we would win $9,200.
Wouldn't that be such a cowboy move to lose to the Texans?
Oh, it is. And
Yeah.
I would watch all of First Take.
Oh my
with a
gosh.
cowboy hat and a cigar in my mouth with my boy Stephen A, just enjoying every last moment of it. I hope so much that Dallas loses. CeeDee Lamb still has 4 touchdowns,
Oh, yeah.
250
Yeah,
yards.
that's true.
But they still find a way to lose that game.
And Tony Pollard sprained his ankle.
Yes, Tony Pollard sprained ankle, yes. If you can't tell who's not and who's on my fantasy team this week, it's becoming very clear.
We're going to have a quiz at the end of the episode. Who's on Jared's team and who are on teams of the people he wants to lose. And if you don't get it right, you lose.
It should be very obvious. That's what I'm saying. We love when you bet with us. Do not bet with us this week.
Yeah.
This is
not.
asinine. Some of these are very asinine picks. We get that. But this is for one reason only. I want to make this very clear to everybody. It's because we have to have all of our juju going in the right direction.
You have to.
There's a lot of weeks where it's like where we wish for the entirety. We want to hit the parlay and our fantasy teams win.
Yep.
We can't risk that this week.
No, we are not really hedgers. We don't hedge bets here. There, a lot of gamblers do that. We're not gambling, but a lot of people that place little bets. They're like, well, if I lose here, but I still win here, I kind of even. Man, we're all in, baby.
We're all in.
Jump without the parachute. Get out of the plane.
Let's go.
All right, ready? Ready for the next segment?
I'm ready.
Brought to us by Rocket Mortgage. Get all your mortgage needs at Rocket Mortgage. Come on, Rocket Mortgage. I'm doing a live read for you for free. All right. This one, well, we'll start with the one that's the obvious one. So, yes. Jared and I both went to Baylor. Matt Rule was a coach for us at one point in time. Great guy. Came in, first season, really bad. 1-10, 1-11, whatever it was. Turned us around. He was a great coach. And then what he did, he stabbed us in the back.
Yeah, I was about to say I still haven't gotten the scab and the scar is still there from the knife in my back.
So dumb. I do the gross noise. He then leaves for the Panthers. Good. Whatever, man. Go to the NFL. But you know what happened? The team sucked. He got fired. Suck it. And now he's gone. And you know what's left is a bad Panthers team. Panthers team. They're coming on the road across the country to Seattle.
Doesn't make any sense, man.
-3.5 is the actual line. But Jared, because we're here, we're not betting on this one, right? This is a mortgage bet. This is we want you to make the payment on your house. So we're going to tease this even more to the point where if the Seahawks actually lost by a point, you're still fine. which is incredible. What kind of?
Which is very unlikely.
Who
It's
gives
very
you?
unlikely.
Yeah, who gives you those? We're like a lender giving you like no interest on your loan. Like that's what this is.
Yeah.
Like this is
It's
crazy.
almost as unlikely as, Geno Smith and DK Metcalf combining for almost 50 fantasy points. It's very unlikely that the Panthers are going to win.
And game-winning touchdown. Perfect. I think there was about 15 fantasy points earned on that one play. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you. I think you still would have lost.
Or 55-year-old Keenan Allen scoring as many fantasy points as he did last week. Highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, I beat Jared last week. Sorry if we didn't talk about that. May have ended his playoff hope. But you have a 5% chance of making it.
I just need 3 losses and to score like 200 points, and I'm in as the 4th seed in playoffs. It's great.
And you're in, baby. Winning in. All right, the second half of the mortgage bet. I'm going to read you some standings here real quick, okay? We're going down to the dirty South in the AFC. We have our Titans at 7-5 leading. You were not here last week, but I basically said I could be the offensive coordinator, and if I was, the Titans would probably be 12-0 right now because you give Derrick Henry the ball in the fourth quarter every play. Don't know why you don't do that.
Feed the man the ball. I don't care if he lost 3 yards the previous play, 5 yards the previous. Give the man the ball.
Give the man the ball. Okay, so they're 7-5. Next is the Indianapolis Colts, 4-8-1. That tie really hurts. Then you have Jacksonville, 4-8. Jared, they're looking at this like, okay, if we get a win here, we might be able. Tennessee does not have their act together. They don't know what the hell they're doing. So, 3.5 is the line for Jacksonville, plus 3.5. We're going to tease it a little bit, my friend. We're going to tease this just a tad. Let me play my tease game. Mike, what's our tease noise?
It needs to be, behave.
Oh, they're laughing. That's not a good one.
That should be the sound of our last 2 weeks.
Oh, but we're bounced back this week. So we're teasing this 5 points. So Seattle goes from 3.5, minus 3.5 to plus 1.5. Again, we could lose by a point, still cover the bet.
Like it.
Jacksonville, 8.5. 8.5. That's what they need to lose by. That Tennessee is not beating them by 8.5 points in Jacksonville. No. Or I'm sorry, this is in Tennessee. Not happening. Correct. I just don't think that's happening. Tennessee has shown us we've lost so much money on Tennessee. Come on, Jacksonville. So this is the mortgage bet. Seahawks plus 1.5, Jacksonville plus 8.5. Lock us in,
I'm
baby.
with you.
Make your
I'm
mortgage.
with you.
Make your family happy. Make your second family happy. Get 2 mortgages paid. Actually, you probably don't own 2 homes with your second family because that would be too much paper trail. It's probably cash only apartment or something.
Put it in your mama's name.
Put it in your mammy's name. Call Pitbull. All right. That's it, Jared. That's our bets. You feel good?
I like it. I will either be a more broken individual next week or just on cloud 9 because we hit the parlay. And if we hit the parlay, odds are I'm in the playoffs.
Odds are you're in the playoffs. I don't see scenarios where those two things are not together. I think you will be if that happens. These are the players we need bad juju on this week. We're going to read them off real quick. We love them, and I don't wish for any long-term injury here, so I don't want any phone calls. That Kyler Murray has a bad week. Okay, Tony Pollard sprained an ankle.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts, bench him. Yep. That's fine.
Jamar Chase have a bad week maybe. Marquise Brown. Wow, he's going all in on this Monday night game. Ooh, baby. This is going to be entertaining. Hawkinson, like we said, have a little ankle sprain. Yeah. Ooh, Jeff Wilson Jr., Jared. That could be scary for you. He's running back for Miami. There could be a lot of...
It's too many. It's too many outs for these other teams.
We'll see how it plays out. All right, my friend. Thank you for joining me. Here we go. Week 14.
The pleasure is all mine.
It's all about
Let's make some money for charity, baby.
Let's go Benjamins, baby. All right. Check us out. Rogue Coco. We also have a Facebook page or a group. Get on in there. We got some goodies. Listen to us. Do all the things.
Make some money.
Rocket Mortgage, call us. All right. JD, we'll talk soon.
Talk to you next week. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.
Bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach,
And I'm Mike.
and we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the two of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros Foes Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hi, I'm Hank. You might remember me from a show called King of the Hill. Check out a King of the Hill rewatch podcast. These boys ain't rap, but they are funny. Find the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com. I tell you what.